Hey YouTube, this is Kevin Boland of Boland Small Engine, and today guys I thought I would take the opportunity to show you what a sycamore tree looks like in case there's anyone out there that really doesn't know. This of course is one of my favorite woods for bow drill. I really like the sycamore. In my opinion, it's probably one of the better woods for making bow drills, kits if you will. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on this guys. This of course is in the spring of the year, and this is a green sycamore, and as you can see they're extremely tall trees. Unfortunately guys, there's no dead limbs below it because during the winter months my brother and I actually cannibalized a lot of the dead limbs that had fallen, and we of course dried them out for making of the bow drill kits that I was talking about guys. I'm going to zoom out at this point and walk around so you guys can have a little bit better look at the bark that's on the tree. I know that can be difficult, especially when you're trying to identify a tree that you're not familiar with. So, as I said, just walking around at this point, and I'll be able to show you some of the smaller sycamores that are growing right next to this larger one. Okay guys, this of course is a smaller sycamore. There's many of them actually. You can see we've actually cut a few, and of course provided this piece of dead sycamore for you guys to see that this is ideally what you're looking for when you're wanting to make a bow drill kit. And I have to admit, this piece of wood would be excellent for that. We just cut it off with a little small handsaw, as you can see. But this is ideally what you're looking for, of course. A very dry piece of sycamore that, you know, is fairly dry. I guess I should say this is fairly dry. You can kind of see some of the bark that's still on it. But there's no doubt in my mind that this piece here would make an excellent bow drill spindle, hearthboard, whatnot and what have you guys. But anyway, back to the smaller sycamores here. Now this is probably what most of you guys are going to find out in the woods if you come across one of these trees. Of course, here is the large sycamore tree, and you can typically find these trees around a lot of running water, which, as you guys can see, there's just this little ditch drainage here that's on my neighbor, and it goes quite a ways down through there. But as you can see, this is your sycamore tree, and if you look at the bark, it's very unique. Almost like scales. But as you keep going up, you'll see, and I'll try to zoom in here, that those scales kind of just give way to a really bright, almost white looking tree. I've even seen the white look kind of a palish orange red when these trees get really old. But as you guys can see, this particular sycamore is beginning to try to bud out. But this is the ideal tree, if you will, to use in bow drill sets. I won't deny that I really do like poplar. As you can see, my brother's in the background over here. The reason he's in the background, guys, is because it's almost turkey season, and we just saw one hellacious turkey. And he's kind of excited, so he's more or less just keeping his eyes out to see if he can identify where it come from. But as I said, guys, this is a sycamore. And it's by far my favorite tree to make a bow drill kit out of. And as you can see in the video here, As I said earlier, these smaller sycamores, I just more or less cut them down to give them a chance to dry out, and then I'll come back and harvest them for bow drill kits as well. And as you can see, there will be plenty to be made from them. So ideally, this is what you're looking for. After the green little saplings, if you will, after they die, you're going to have something that looks highly similar to this in a year or two. And this is just, in my opinion, probably by far one of the best bow drill materials that you're going to find. You can even see where the woodpeckers have went after it. And you may even see some of the remnants of the bark, like I was telling you guys earlier. Apologize for my hand being dirty, guys. I had just worked on a lawnmower probably not even an hour and a half ago. Probably should have washed my hands, but oh well. Until the next video, YouTubers.